Hey, what's up, dudes? This is KoolKanto coming at you with my second Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi match, and this one is versus Richie, and pretty good match. This is actually my second match using this team and using some of these pokes, so I'm not too accustomed to using them yet, but I was able to use them a little bit better than I did in that first match. So he leads off with his Dusknoir, and I lead off with my America here. And I hit him with a Shadow Claw just because that's going to be super effective damage, and it's still going to be able to do quite a number. And it does over half, and he misses his Will-O-Wisp, which sucks for him, but it's part of the game. And I get hit by his Rocky helmet that his Dusknoir was wearing. So he switches out, not wanting to die from the Shadow Claw, and I switch back because America's choice banded, and Shadow Claw wasn't doing too much because I believe that one was a crit. So I switch into my Heatran to resist the Dragon type attack, and I'm going to go and set up my rocks right here. And he sends in a Jellicent, and I haven't fought one of these yet, but I'm pretty sure that they can be pretty bulky, or they look like they can be a pretty bulky Pokemon. So I just go into America to avoid the Hydro Pump that Heatran would take quite a bit of damage from, and America dodges another attack, so he's doing awesome out there. And he sends in his Hydreigon. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I'm still not totally immersed in these Gen 5 names yet, so forgive me if I'm not saying these right. But I Brave Bird him, and that takes him out. So I take a little recoil damage, and he sends in this Jolteon. And I know a Brave Bird isn't going to do too much to this Jolteon, so I send in Glade here. And he goes for a Hidden Power, probably expecting me to switch to something else. And I do switch, but not to what he wanted. So he then hits me with a Shadow Ball, which does a ton. And I kind of wasted my Glade here a little bit, going for the Swords Dance there, because I may have been able to take him out with the Stone Edge. But that's okay, I'm still learning these characters and how to use them in battles. So I send in my Shaman here, and he's going to hit me with a Hidden Power. I'm thinking it's Hidden Power Ice. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure it's Ice. So he hits me with Hidden Power Ice, and that does not even do half. And he was actually pretty pissed about it because he thought that it was going to do a lot more than that. So I go for the Earth Power there, and that does a number to the Jolteon. But here I was actually thinking that it might have been a Hidden Power Fire, and I didn't really want to take another Hidden Power with Shaman. So I switched off to Heatran, and this is where I'm definitely able to find out that it is Hidden Power Ice that he's using. But that's really not a big deal. So he then hits me with a Thunderbolt, and that does a pretty good amount to Heatran. But I'm going to be able to hit the Jolteon with the Earth Power, and that's going to be able to take him out. So peace out, Jolteon. And here he goes into his Dusknoir, which I believe still has a decent amount of health, or maybe a little bit less than a quarter. So here I bring back Plasma, just trying to save him for later. And I know that Dusknoir normally has physical type attacks, so I feel like this would be a good time to be able to bring in Toka and be able to set up a little bit. But he hits me with an Earthquake and then hits me with a Pain Split, which is going to bring me down a fair amount. But I'm able to use my Shell Break, or Shell Smash, whichever it is, and lower my defenses raise both of my attacks and my speed. And then I will be able to use my white herb, and that's going to bring my defense back up to where it was before. And now I'm going to be able to outspeed this Dusknoir, and I hit him with a crunch, which is going to easily take out the Dusknoir. But the Rocky Helmet's going to deal some damage to me, and Toka's not sitting at too high of an amount of HP right now. But here he sends in his Minshao, and I just go for an Aqua Jet, knowing that it's going to be faster than me if I go for a different type attack, and I hit it with a pretty strong Aqua Jet, and he's just able to hang on by a little bit, but that's not a big deal because he's going to easily be able to be revenge killed. So I send in America, thinking that I would be faster, and I'm actually not. But he's able to dodge a third attack. He dodged a Will-O-Wisp, he dodged Hydro Pump, and then he dodged the Stone Edge. All of the attacks that he did dodge were lower base accuracy, but still it sucks when you miss all of that. So I'm able to kill it off with a U-turn, and I just go into Heatran just to see what he's going to send out here. So he sends in his Jellicent again, and I've already killed off his Dragon type, so I know that that Dragon Gem isn't going to be able to do too much, so I might as well burn it off right now. And that's what I do, but it doesn't do too much to him. But not a big deal. Heatran really wouldn't have been too much use, I don't believe, the rest of the match. So I send in Lantern, and I just go with a Volt Switch right here, thinking that that would do a pretty good amount, but it does nowhere near what I was hoping it was going to do. And I just send in Shaman, knowing that any of his attacks aren't going to be able to do anything to Shaman. And he just recovers off, I believe, all the damage from that Volt Switch, which, not a big deal. Shaman's going to be able to deal more than enough damage to this Jellicent. But I decide right here to go for a Leech Seed, knowing that the Jellicent isn't going to be able to attack me hard, and I'm going to be able to get some good HP coming back my way. Because with him being a wall, he's probably going to have a good amount of HP to give back. So he recovers, we get some lefties going, and then I get the Leech Seed coming my way. So Shaman's looking pretty good right now. And he decides to withdraw his Jellicent, and I believe I predict that. No, I do not. I just go for the safe move and go for the Seed Flare. But it's still going to do a decent amount to this Blaziken, even though it's not very effective. Because Seed Flare has a pretty high base attack and its stab. And here, I believe, I don't even remember. I think my Shaman may be timid. I don't remember. But I'm able to outspeed this Blaziken and hit with an Earth Power. So awesome for me, not so awesome for him. So he sends in his Jellicent, and I believe I just go straight off for the Seed Flare. And that's gonna, I think, be able to take it out. No, it is able to survive. So this Jellicent is just a great, especially defensive wall, I'm learning. But he hits me with a Hydro Pump, which isn't going to do very much at all. It does maybe around a third with a critical hit. So no way he's going to be able to take out Shaman. So he tries, or I try to hit him again with the Seed Flare. He's able to dodge it and get off a recover, which again isn't going to be a big deal because I should be able to hit him with my next Seed Flare, and that should be able to take him out. So I hit him with one more Seed Flare, and I believe that this is the game. So that was another good match. I'm still kind of learning. And like I said before, if anybody has any tips or anything like that that they think could help out my team, I would be more than appreciative to look into it and maybe change things up a little bit. But if not, not a big deal. I hope you all like it, and don't forget to comment, like, and sub. Peace out, dudes.